some thoughts as my kids just finished a cakey fun run is they have an opportunity to feel proud of themselves. And as I wrap up May and June of 2024, it reminds me of a race. We celebrated our 14th wedding anniversary, celebrated birthdays. We made it through meniscus tear repair and graduated our oldest from 6th grade. Milestones, major milestones. And just like a track in a race, there are times that you push and you run as fast as you can because you know you need to get to the finish line. And then there are times that you pace yourself because the end goal is a marathon. Life is a marathon. Motherhood, parenting, marriage is a marathon. So I'll continue this recap, but wanted to share a little bit of aloha and thoughts in the moment. Hey friends, getting back to the recap of the last 2 months of quarter two for 2024, I was talking about how marriage and motherhood and parenting is a marathon. So in May, we, like I mentioned, celebrated 14 years of marriage. And there's a time in almost every year where I come to this thought like, I didn't know if we were going to make it. So it's a gift. Doing life with any other human takes a lot of work and intentionality. It takes surrender and sacrifice. And I'm not going to lie, it is not an easy journey. And I'm learning so much more about myself and the things, the judgments, the assumptions, the expectations that I bring to the table that I have to daily go against the grain in order to reshape my thoughts, looking ahead, believing the best, and moving forward. And that is how we get through each year of marriage. The other thing we also do on our wedding anniversary is celebrate my son's birthday. So that happened this May. And then, like I mentioned, our daughter graduated out of the elementary school that she's been in for the last kindergarten through 6th grade. And I wanted to take a minute to talk to the parents who are advocating for IEP services for their kids. We found out early on that Zoe had some developmental delays and needed extra services. And I got to tell you, that first IEP meeting when we were moving into her kindergarten year was terrifying. It was a room full of professionals, this kind of specialist and that kind of specialist, and the principal and the teacher and the aide and everybody. And you're just like, I don't know, my kid needs help. And the elementary school that our kids have been at and that she went through kindergarten through 6th grade, and that was a journey that looked different than most. She homeschooled for the first few years and just had services a couple hours a day. And then there was COVID, so she was at home distance learning anyways with her siblings. And then she was in the classroom full time for those last few years. You are your child's biggest advocate. And sometimes it feels like you should know and you just don't. You just see the struggle. Get surrounded with people that can help you put words to those struggles and keep pushing and keep fighting for those extra things that your kid might need. And I know it is a lot of emotional and mental weight. And we don't talk about it a lot. Like in general, I don't hear a lot of parents talking about their children's IEP and renewing and whether or not they met their goals. And as we moved into a new season, she continued her IEP in 7th grade in a whole new school. It gets easier. And there are things that you get used to saying that you need. So I wanted to encourage any parents who are just starting out in your journey of advocating for your child's IEP or continuing on in that. Keep asking for what you want for them. It's worth it. That's May. June, I celebrate my birthday. I set some goals for myself that I'm excited to see what happens come this June 2025. Some daily rhythms that I've been continuing in to see what the outcome will be for 2025. My husband celebrates his birthday in June also. And we were preparing ourselves for a trip to Palau in July, which I will recap in another video. And a part of that preparation was the decision for him to go ahead and get his meniscus tear repaired in his knee. Of course, the medical professionals we talked to made it sound like it'll be in and out, you'll be fine. A new level of service in marriage was required. A new level of sacrifice and care. A new appreciation was gained for the ability to simply stand on 2 feet, to simply bend your knees up and down. Funny story, in the middle of the last section of the recap, my phone just stopped working and it said, "Phone is too hot, must cool off in order to use again." Isn't that just like life? Sometimes we just need to cool down. And I was talking about the journey of healing and recovery when your spouse goes through a surgery, and the meniscus tear was, as surgeries go, a simple procedure, but it took a lot of working together to heal in the recovery, and especially as we prepared ourselves for a lot of unknown moving into our trip to Palau. So if you are on the journey of caring for a recovering, healing spouse from surgery, or you are the recovering spouse, grace to you, strength for each moment. If you're getting too hot in a situation, cool down before you continue. Whatever that looks like for you, take a deep breath, give yourself some time, permission to come back to the issue. Drink enough water. Staying hydrated makes such a difference. And then continue forward together toward the end goal. And sometimes that end goal is unknown, but the journey of healing is the purpose of the situation that you're in. And healing takes time and intention and repetition. And it takes the discipline to stay still when all you want to do is move. It takes the discipline to go slowly or use light weights when you just want to get heavy or move fast. The journey of healing in my own heart, as well as we journey through grief with the loss of my brother, is the same way. There are times that it hits so hard, and all I can do is pause and cool down. And there are times that you're forced to move through pretty quickly. The other thing that happened in May was I began to see a counselor weekly. And it's been pivotal in the journey of healing, of growth, of intention, of an outside perspective, and of accountability. Thank you for being on this journey. For whatever reason, you have had a chance to make it through this far. And I'm thankful for you. If there's anything I can do on your journey of reimagining, reinventing, and reinviting, please reach out at Sabbath Kapahu, wherever you spend time on socials, or message me through the podcast or the YouTube or wherever you are. Know that you're not alone and that you're never the only one. and that you have permission to reimagine the possibilities, to reinvent yourself, your journey, and the journey for those that you are reinviting along with you through your transformation. I'm sending my aloha. Until next time.